Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm back with another video. This one is one that I did a while ago, but I'm redoing it in line with the most recent accusations. I am making an instruction video about how to make a Dhar Mann video, because I thought that'd be funny. Anyway, let's get started. First off, disclaimer. This isn't an actual guide on making your own Dhar Mann videos. This is all satire and not meant to be taken seriously. Do not show hate to anybody mentioned in this video. I got the pictures you'll see later from Google Images and are not owned by me. All rights go to the respective owners of the thumbnails. First, we'll start with a summary. Dhar Mann has carved out a niche of poorly written, recycled motivational videos that are growing in popularity and quickly becoming a staple part of YouTube. It was popularized by Dhar Mann and then just spawned a bunch of copycats. They all look pretty similar, a bunch of eye-grabbing titles with large letters and bright colours, and then there's a person next to the text. As you can see in the two later videos, something has happened with the eyes, and I do not like it. The natural white of the eyes is gone, and it creeps me out. The plotline that most of these videos have is pretty simple. One character, character A, is being made fun of by another character, character B. The bullying can be for any reason, such as being a nerd, or being poor, or being weird. Usually just for being a nerd or for being poor. There's some sort of surprise plot twist where B either gets a dose of karma, or learns a valuable life lesson, or meets an inspiring poor person where they magically learn how to act. Or A just becomes rich. And then there's a motivational quote somewhere. Dhar Mann's favourite is, "What happens in the dark always comes to light." Honestly, gets pretty routine after a while. Things to do when making a Dhar Mann video. First off, thumbnail. Using bright colours for the words you want to place emphasis on will take you very, very far. For the other words that aren't as important, just use plain white. The best colours to use for contrast are primary colours. Make sure there's a person on there making some sort of exaggerated facial expression. Shown wonderfully here by Devin Wheatley. I think that's his name. If there is more than one person on the thumbnail, make sure that there's something shocking that one person is doing to the other, such as shouting or fighting. The next thing you need to think about is the title. Make sure to use phrases such as, "The ending is shocking," "lives to regret it," and "watch till the end," to ensure that you get the best possible watch time for the sake of the algorithm, because the algorithm is very important. Buzzwords tend to help. Words like bully, nerd, poor, rich, shamed, and Karen. Karen is a newer one. All those words will draw in viewers who want to watch people getting a dose of karma, because everyone loves a good revenge story. Then you have to think about the video plot, actors' lines, and costuming. Make sure that you can tell who has what roles right from the beginning. A nerd needs to wear large, thick glasses, as lame looking as possible, and the rich person needs to have stylish name brand clothes and name brand stuff that they mention often, and they have to be using the name brand stuff and generally look manicured to perfection. This happens a lot more with female characters than with male characters. Like, Dhar Mann just loves to have female characters with a Gucci bag or a Prada bag. Usually just those two. Just generally make sure to really rub it in the person's face. And they'd be like, see, this is happening because I'm a nerd. Also, there has to be a feel-good motivational quote somewhere that nobody would ever say in real life, so the audience of children learn something. This will usually come from a mentor figure to the main character, or from the main character themselves. An example of the mentor figure saying it would be a dad telling their child that has just been bullied that they should treat people how they want to be treated. And then the child, who is probably also the main character because they're the one being bullied, will say it later to someone else that doubted them or wants to know their success. Continuing on, when you want to show a character going from rich to poor, they have to start wearing ugly clothes, some sort of beanie, maybe something baggy, preferably with holes in them. The reverse is true for a character going from poor to rich. They need to be suddenly wearing name brand clothes and driving an expensive car. In the event of two characters with history meeting each other again, the best possible place for this to happen is a random parking lot. Like, just anywhere. And the first character, that was probably the mean one, is like, whoa, what happened to you? Is that car yours? It's always a car. Well, now we're going on to things that you don't need to worry about. With regards to the video, one thing you don't need to worry about is realistic dialogue or actions. This is not much of an issue for motivational videos. What you need to worry about is if the video you made is inspiring to your audience and makes you loads of money. It doesn't matter if nobody would do that in real life. Just make sure that it's a really feel-good video. And scripts. You don't need to waste so much time and effort and energy writing a new one. The old one works fine. Don't fix it if it ain't broken. Reuse that script and milk it until it is dry as a bone. Or until audiences complain. Now let's go on to your employees. One thing you don't need to worry about regarding your employees is paying them. They are beneath you. And as a result, you don't need to worry about treating them nicely or paying them enough for their expenses, e.g. rent. Like, who cares if they can't pay rent? If they can't pay rent, then maybe they'll stay at work more. And with regards to employee relations, which may sour as a regard of not being able to pay rent, as a result of not being able to pay rent, keep a distance. Be elusive. Make sure they can't ever find you. Like I said, they're beneath you. And remember, if they ask you for a meeting, just rearrange the times like it's a stack of cards until it's unavoidable. And then, for the actual meeting, just never show up. If they have a protest afterwards, then that's their own problem. Just get some more actors and say you're changing a tub. That should be enough. Anyway, I hope you liked that video. Like and subscribe if you want.